Hi there, I'm David from DEB Chartered Accountants. In our previous videos to help subcontractors, we covered firstly how the introduction of Making Tax Digital will have a big impact upon subcontractors. We then looked at why these new changes would result in higher costs that subcontractors would face. Our latest video provided good advice on how, with simple changes, you can make it so much easier for subcontractors to do their bookkeeping. As we believe many subcontractors are likely to take up our debonair offer to reduce their costs, we thought it would be helpful to do some videos to provide help and guidance on how they can record their transactions easily using debonair. For simplicity in this demonstration, we will assume that you are not VAT registered, although debonair could still be used if you were. Firstly, there is no need to worry about how to set up debonair. We'll do that for you when we do our free training session with you. We'll show you how to load your transactions into debonair directly from your bank statements. When you've done this, you will then need to explain each receipt and payment that have passed through your business bank account. Whilst the sources of money going into your account can be numerous, the main one is undoubtedly going to be the regular amount that you receive from your contractor for the work that you do. In this video, we'll show you how you can record such receipts in your bookkeeping using debonair. So, having first entered the end of the month balance in section 1 and the amounts of all transactions in section 2, you move on to section 3, in which you enter the details for each receipt. To explain a transaction, simply select the transaction from the left-hand panel, which contains all the transactions that remain to be posted. To enter the date, simply type in the day number and press enter. The program knows which month you are in, and thus there is no need to type in the numbers for the month or for the year. By pressing enter, you will move on to the next data field. Here you should enter the name of your contractor and a description of the receipts, such as work done. Never describe this as wages, as this may be used by HMRC should they ever challenge your status as being self-employed. In subsequent months, you'll only need to start typing the name of your contractor, and it will recall the full name for you, so you can simply select it and not need to type in the full narrative. The next field asks you to enter an account code. Now, this is simply a location in your bookkeeping where you can accumulate transactions of a similar nature. By entering the number 4, it will take you to the array of codes to use for sales income. As you're not VAT registered, the sales differing by VAT status has no significance at all, so you can choose any of the sales codes that you wish, though it's desirable to choose the same code each month for consistency. I would suggest using code 4000. By the way, you don't have to remember 4 or 4000. Simply start typing sales and it will offer up any codes that have the word sales in it so that you can choose the one that you want. Here is the only slightly tricky part of bookkeeping for subcontractors. Let's assume you've received an amount of £800 from your contractor. This will in effect represent 2 transactions. One transaction is the original amount that you charged your contractor, as shown on your invoice to them of £1,000. The other part of the transaction is the CIS tax that the contractor deducted from you to pay over to HMRC on your behalf. For your sales figure, you need to enter the full gross invoiced amount, which in this example is £1,000. By pressing the enter button, once you have entered the full gross sales amount, the cursor will move to the add button. Simply press enter once more to add this part of the transaction to the add section, which you will see at the bottom of the screen. In the add section, it will then say you have a bank receipt for only £800 and yet you've entered sales of £1,000. And thus there is £200 that is too much. It's just waiting for an explanation for the missing amount of £200 in our example. So you must then make an entry to record the tax that has been deducted. Again, you enter the name of your contractor and the description CIS tax deducted. Press enter. In the account code field, type CIS and it will take you to the required code. Here you need to enter the tax deducted as a negative amount. This is because this amount has been taken from you. In our example, this would be minus £200. When you press enter, it will again take you to the add button, where all you need to do is press enter once more to include the transaction in the add section at the bottom of the screen. Now the transactions entered are complete. Sales are at the correct figure of £1,000 less tax that has been deducted of £200. The difference between these amounts of £800 equates to what is shown in your bank account. You can then click on the Post button and the fully posted transaction moves from the left-hand panel to the right-hand panel, which contains all the transactions that you have fully posted. And that's it. That transaction is done. As you can see, even though recording subcontract receipts may at first glance seem a little complex, you will find this quite easy after you've done it a few times. Please watch out for our next video where we'll consider how to deal with some of the payments that you are likely to make. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll get notified whenever we upload further videos to help you. Finally, if you are interested in our all-inclusive package for subcontractors for £300 plus VAT, please get in touch with us. This price includes the MTD compatible software, training and setup of your bookkeeping, fully balanced accounts, and the completion of your self-assessment tax return. When you are faced with paying nearly as much as this for just the software, you will then realise how good an offer this is. You can contact us on 01226 245824 or you can email us at help@deb-accountants.co.uk. Thank you for watching this video. Bye for now.